Hello there, Libra. Thank you for stopping by for your video tarot forecast for the week of May 4th through the 10th. Let's see, I am using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And on the first day, on Monday, what we have showing up for you is the Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse just means on Monday, you're going to be feeling very cynical and you're going to be acting on those cynical feelings. So, cynical feelings can have to do with relationship with a significant other or what have you, but they can also have to do with situations at work, situations with the family. There may be somebody who's disappointed you and now you don't trust them so much anymore, but there's some kind of cynicism in you, whether that has been caused by a real situation or whether that's been caused by something else. But I do feel like you're going to be acting on that cynicism on Monday. That's your Knight of Cups in reverse. Now, Tuesday, Libra, I'm seeing the Queen of Swords and she's coming in right side up. I'm feeling like this is not so much talking about you, Libra, as this is talking about somebody that you're going to be interacting with on Tuesday. This is going to be most likely a female somebody, and this is somebody who their attitude is really, really down right now. They're probably going through depression. A lot of times the Queen of Swords is talking about somebody who lost a spouse or a significant other that they've crossed over, that they've died, in other words. So this can be somebody who is really down, really depressed, suffered a great loss, and is just trying to get her feet back under herself. So not everybody that you know, for all of you, not all of you are going to be running into somebody who's actually lost somebody in their lives. But I do feel like, Libras, on Tuesday you're going to be running into a female who is significantly depressed, and this is going to be somebody that the reason that she's depressed is something that's weighty, something that is significant, and it's one of those situations where there's nothing that you can really say that's going to change anything. And so it's a really tough situation to be in when you're around this person, because of course what you want to do is cheer them up and make them feel better, but at the same time you're kind of questioning, okay, well, should I even try to crack a joke, because wouldn't that be disrespectful for this person in this situation? So it's a difficult, awkward interaction that I see coming up for you on Tuesday. However, I feel like for a lot of you Libras, you're actually going to end up being an inspiration to this person and possibly the shining light that they have for the day. So, you know, just be aware as you're communicating with them, and, you know, be as sensitive and compassionate as you can. All right, so Wednesday, what we have showing up for you Libras is we have the Falling Tower. Now the Falling Tower, I'm sensing something a little bit different than usual for this, for you guys Libras on Wednesday. What I'm feeling is you're having some kind of major shift of perspective on Wednesday. Typically the Falling Tower is talking about a very tangible situation that seems very safe and comes to an end suddenly and unexpectedly. That's not what I'm picking up for you on Wednesday, Libras. Picking up something completely different. This is more about internal change. It's more about internal cataclysm. There's some kind of something that affects you in such a way that it really changes the way you look at things in life. Especially there's a specific area in your life that this is really going to change the way you look at it and the way you want to interact with it and handle it. And so typically when you have a tower situation, whether it's inside or whether it's outside, this is something that is very uncomfortable at first, just because it's strange, it's new. But generally these are for the good, for your good in the long term. And so total shift in perspective changes the way you're looking at things. I'm feeling like you're going to have some feelings of maybe disappointment or some doubts that come through with this perspective change. Maybe these are actually what causes the perspective change. But the beauty of this is that you start looking around for, okay, well, what makes this right? How do I fix this situation? And so this new perspective really helps you to see some things that maybe you were in denial on before, and it gives you a chance to really move forward in some kind of productive way in this area of your life. Okay, so that's Wednesday for you Libras. Thursday we have the Seven of Swords, and this is really all about picking up the pieces. This is after some kind of battle, and this is picking up the pieces. Excuse me. So I'm feeling like really this is kind of the aftermath of the falling tower. This is the aftermath of your changing perspective. As that perspective changes, you know, that's going to have some ripple effects on different things in your life. And so this is kind of Thursday, I see you kind of figuring out, okay, now where do I stand with all these other little things that also touch on this thing that where I changed my perspective. So it really is just kind of putting all the pieces back together and figuring out, well, how does that foundation fit together underneath of me now? Okay, so Friday we have the Eight of Swords showing up. Now the Eight of Swords, that's an interesting card to come up after we had the Tower and the Seven of Swords. Simply because the Tower and the Seven of Swords really show some major growth and kind of getting it together. And then when you get into the Eight of Swords, what you're looking at is you have a situation where you feel really trapped and you don't know what to do with this situation. But the key with the Eight of Swords that makes this situation different than any other trapped feeling situation is that that situation really is only limiting you because of the limits in your thoughts, because of how you're looking at it. You have set up your limits around this situation that really do not exist. And so that's what I see on Friday. I see you feeling very limited and not even realizing that this is something that you are kind of setting this up for yourself to be a limiting situation when it doesn't have to be. Now the good news is when you get a reading like this, even when it's a general reading, if you're aware of energies that are moving in for you, if you're aware of starting to feel like this on Friday, and you know that you've already heard me say, well, this is limiting because of your thoughts are putting limits on you, then you have the chance to look at this in a way that somebody who doesn't have this heads up has a chance to look at this. You have the chance to look at this and go, I wonder how I could be limiting myself. And you have the chance to really kind of turn the situation over and look at it from different angles and start to try to figure out, you know, okay, what really is the best solution here and how can I set myself free in this situation? Okay, so that's the positive about hearing something that isn't so great in one of these readings. Now, Saturday, we've got the Four of Clubs in reverse. I like to call this card when it comes up in reverse the Leaving the Nest card. This is just talking about somebody leaving the nest. At first when I started reading, this usually only applied in family situations, but I've noticed that the longer I read, the wider out this is starting to spread. So this can come up also in business situations. Maybe you have a coworker that transfers to a different office or switches and goes to a completely different company. Or possibly, you know, you have someone moving out of mom and dad's house. You can have a friend moving away from the neighborhood so that it's not so easy to stay in contact with them as it used to be. This also has a lot to do, like I said earlier, with family situations. This can be somebody in the family leaving for a military tour of duty a long ways away, or somebody going to college a long ways away from home. So bottom line is we're just talking about somebody leaving the nest. Okay, so that looks like what's coming up on Saturday. You're seeing somebody leave the nest. For some of you, I feel like this is going to be a marriage in the family, that somebody is getting married and moving away on Saturday. Yeah. Okay, so Sunday what we have showing up is we have the Chariot. And the Chariot is a really nice card. It's a combination card of good things going your way and also of you working to make those good things go your way. So the Chariot really talks about dreams come true through hard work and effort. So I see something that you've been wanting to manifest in your life, Libra, for a while, actually manifesting on Sunday. Now, the trick is with the Chariot card, what we're talking about here to make this manifest is we're talking about not only, you know, good luck in having this happen if you believe in luck, but also really your own self-discipline, your own self-will, your own diligence in making this happen. And you probably also had to coordinate with either other people or you had to use some kind of electronics to make this happen. So there's some kind of coordination either with people or electronics you have to figure out and get it all set up and scheduled right. So we're seeing coordination, we're seeing self-will, we're seeing things turning out in your favor, all to make something manifest for you on Sunday. All right, so Libra, that is your week. For those of you who would like to have a private session with me, feel free to check out my website. I'm at amista.info, amista.info. Once you're there, have a peek around. If you still feel like I'm the best reader for you, then go ahead and contact me. We will set up a session for you as quickly as possible. And for everybody else, I will see you all next week. Everyone have a great week. Peace out.